Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about the attack on Iran. It is difficult to know the exact time of the attack, but after intensive research, I found in the Al Jazeera newspaper that a US attack on Tehran, Iran, took place on February 28th, 2026 at approximately 9:27 local time, which is 5:57 UTC. I used this time with the Placidus division to draw up the horoscope for the attack and further analyze it. This was the start of a series of targeted attacks on Iran and the region, which will have major repercussions. What immediately stands out is the placement of Pluto, Lord of the seventh house, in the 10th house, which is responsible for death and destruction in the state caused by the others, the open enemy, in this case being America and Israel. However, with Pluto in the 10th house, a thorough transformation of the country is also on the horizon. Uranus, which is the dispositor of Pluto, is in the first house in a trine aspect with the MC. This causes a total, unexpected reversal of the situation and offers unprecedented outcome that ultimately benefits the government of the country. The moon, which represents the people, the masses, is strong influenced by Cancer in the third house, but forms an opposition with the MC. This causes sharp contrasts and many conflicts that characterize the country. Because the moon is in conjunct with Mars, co ruler of the 12th house, which is engaged in a struggle, the outcome of which is unknown. The moon is also trine with the conjunction Neptune Saturn, rulers of the 12th and 10th house. The 12th house indicates the hidden tensions and contradictions that dominate the country, while Saturn, as ruler of the 10th house, indicates the management of the country. Saturn and Neptune are intercepted in the 12th house, indicating an uncertain and confusing situation in which the country's government currently finds itself and must act. Chiron is also intercepted in the 12th house and forms the apex of a square with the MC and with the moon on the IC in the 4th house. This is the unclear basis of people's struggle to ensure the survival of the state. The black moon is moving towards the cusp of the 8th house, which indicates a fierce struggle and is square to the sun, Lord 5, conjunct with the lunar north node in the confusing sign of Pisces. The country's leadership must fight to survive, dealing with many losses of life. This indicates that the country's leadership itself is very unclear and is causing fierce resistance or conflict. The dispositor of the Sun is Neptune, which is powerful in the 12th house of Pisces, but is intercepted and conjunct with Saturn, ruler of the 10th house, plunging the country into an unprecedented, chaotic, and strictly regulated situation, the outcome of which is not yet known. The dispositor of the black moon is the retrograde Jupiter, which is quite strong in Cancer in the 3rd house. Jupiter is also Lord of the 8th house, plunging the country and its neighbors into a crisis of death and destruction. The question is whether the country's leadership will succeed in controlling the situation because Jupiter forms a wide trine with the Sun, Lord of the 5th house, and a sextile with the ascendant. Due to its retrograde position, it does not exert much positive energy, but daily life is confronted with an intense humanitarian crisis. Retrograde Mercury is Lord of the 6th and 2nd house and is conjunct to Venus, co-ruler of the 6th house and Lord of the ascendant. This could cause a financial disaster that affects relationships with others and has a negative impact on employment. The prospects of an American attack on Iran are not promising. They cause chaos in the country itself by bringing opposition to a head, and they also cause chaos on an international level. Let us hope that the confused situation, does not drag on for long and that the conflict does not escalate further to other countries.